Hi, my name is Abby Linville, and this is part two of my Module 12 case study for EDL 8x4. So I've already gone through my three choices, and now I need to select which option is the best. So the first option, take no action, is immediately off the table for me. If I don't take any action at all, I won't be able to take steps towards building back that relationship of trust with the community. And I also won't be able to take any steps towards preventing this from happening again. Number two, taking full responsibility has some appealing aspects to it. I definitely think that there needs to be some acknowledgement done to the community, and I definitely want the community members who purchase raffle tickets to get their money back. But I think cutting the supplementary curriculum programs for the upcoming school year would really have a detriment on the students that I am not willing to make. So, as well as taking the steps to end the parent foundations, because I think if you end the parent foundations without having another avenue of revenue set up, I think that also would have a detrimental effect on the students in the school district. So number two is also off the table for me. So that leaves number three, which is the option where there is shared responsibility. As a building principal, I should have made sure that the fundraiser was legal. And so as the building principal, I'd have to take on some of that responsibility as well. So in this option, this is where we will apologize to the community, ensure that all the policies are making sure that we're adjusting the policies going forward, and that we are going to create a plan that will address the supplementary curriculum with the lack of funding that we currently have. So what that will look like to implement that plan is, first, I will have to contact the superintendent. He definitely needs to give his opinion and make sure that the plan that I have is one that he will be able to support going forward. After contacting the superintendent and sharing my plan with him, I'll need to collaborate with the superintendent and the director of public relations to develop a statement that I can share with the community. I want to make sure that we're really transparent, but at the same time, I want to make sure that when we share something, it's something that the district can support me in. And I also want to make sure that there will be no legal ramifications from what we say. So I think working with the superintendent and director of public relations will ensure that that is the case. I also want to make sure to work out a plan to return the money, if possible, to the community members that purchased the raffle tickets. Since the raffle itself was illegal, I think using that money in the school would be wrong. So I want to make sure, though, that the community members aren't out of their money and that they get that money back. After creating a plan and sharing the statement with the community, then I will work collaboratively after that with the administrative team to advocate for an equitable funding plan that is fair to all. I understand that the mistake by my school or by the Briardale Elementary Foundation shouldn't affect all of the students in the district, but I do think that we have to provide equitable funding to everyone. So we need to make sure that it's done in a fair way where the students at Briardale Elementary are still able to access some of the similar things that they are across the district. And then I also would like to work collaboratively with the administrative team to evaluate the current policies that are being held for accepting donations and what fundraising looks like as well. And then I think there needs to, after that, be a step where you develop guidelines for the relationship between the school and the foundation. I think that the community right now is seeing them as one, and they are actually two separate entities. And so we need to make sure that there are clear defined rules on what the school's relationship is like with the foundation so that something like this doesn't happen again. After those guidelines are set and worked with the, I'm assuming, new president of the foundation, meet with the foundation as a whole to share these new policies with them. After everything is set in stone and the policies are shared with the foundation and the budget is worked out and approved by the superintendent, I would then communicate the updated budget and policies to the community so that they know that we took steps to remedy the problem that had occurred, and also to make sure that they know that their students will receive the supplementary curriculum that is afforded to all the other students in the district as well. Although it may look a little different at Briardale Elementary in the upcoming school year, I definitely want them to know that we worked hard to make sure that their students are given those opportunities as well. Thank you so much for listening.